सो हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द चैनल। सो आज की वीडियो में आप लोग एक और मॉक इंटरव्यू को देखेंगे। तो उससे पहले अगर आप इस चैनल पर नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब कर देना, वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक करना। और अगर आप भी अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू देना चाहते हो तो नीचे कीबोर्ड पर लिंक दिया गया है, उसको क्लिक करो। वहाँ से हम लोग आपको कॉन्टेक्ट करेंगे, देन आप लोग दे सकते। तो चलिए अब बढ़ते हैं वीडियो। सो हेलो प्रीतम, कैन यू प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ?
Yes, sir. I am Preetham Datti, born and raised in Hyderabad, Telangana. I completed my schooling from Hindu Public School and my intermediate from Sri Chaitanya Junior Kalasala. And I am currently pursuing my bachelor's in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Gokaraja Rangaraju Institute of Engineering and Technology. Coming to my technical background, I am well versed in Python, data structures and algorithms, object-oriented programming, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and SQL. Coming to my projects that I worked on, I have created an automatic pet feeder using IoT, and I've also created an image search engine using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and along with the integration of an API. And I'm currently working on a recipe app using backend technologies like Django, SQL, and integrating them with front-end technologies like HTML, Bootstrap, and CSS. And apart from the things in my resume, my hobbies are playing sports like cricket and badminton, and my key strengths are adaptability and my problem solving abilities.
Okay. So Pritham, so you just mentioned our project. So can you please explain me what your project is for do? Like what is your project motivation? Which problem do you want to solve by solving this problem?
Coming to automatic pet feeder, it is an IoT based project, and its main aim is to automatically feed the pet when their owner is not around. So how the project actually works is that whenever a pet approaches the device senses the distance and also the amount of food left in the food bowl, and it automatically sends the message to the owner of the pet. And when the owner clicks on a button, the servo motor rotates and the food drops in the food bowl. So coming to the technical part of the project, I've used an ESP32, a servo motor, and ultrasonic sensor. I will explain about the technicalities of this project. Coming to ESP32, ESP32 is a 40-pin microcontroller chip, and various ports of ESP32 are connected to various sensors. And coming to servo motor is a rotatory shaft that rotates both clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. It also consists a feedback mechanism that is responsible for the control of angular momentum, position, and velocity of the servo. And ESP32 has three wires. One is the power wire, which is red in color. Second one is the ground wire, which is usually brown or black in color. And third one is the control wire, which is usually yellow colored. Now we have to integrate this servo motor with the ESP32. So to integrate the ESP32 with servo motor, we have to connect the power wire or the red wire with 5-volt pin in the ESP32, and we need to connect the ground wire with the ground pin, and also the control wire with the 25-volt pin. And coming to ultrasonic sensor is a device that is used to find the distance between the object and the pet or any objects. Yeah. Okay. So
The dog touched the like your device by mistake. So and they are not like hungry. So how will you solve this?
sir, your voice is a bit low, sir.
Okay, suppose in the case of the dog has touched by mistake, your device touched by mistake, then in this case, how it will work?
It doesn't matter if the dog touches my device or not. When dog approaches in a certain perimeter, the message will be auto updated to the user, and the user understands that the dog is near the device or the food is emptied. So the user clicks on a button. When the user clicks on a button, the servo motor rotates. Servo motor acts as a blockage to the food from dropping down. So when the servo motor rotates, it creates an opening for the food to drop below, and we can set a timer such as 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, the servo motor again rotates in a backward direction, and the food drop stop.
It may happen that the dog come in perimeter. If if they are not hungry, then in that case, yeah, they will not eat. So your food will be wasted.
If they won't enter the perimeter. Yes, sir.
Then what will?
But generally, dogs really understand where their football is really is. So
Basically, you have to train the dog also.
not to train the dog, but generally they are aware of their football and their places, right?
Yeah, but not every dog are aware of.
Okay.
You have to just like train a dog also.
So this device is actually I created a fixed prototype. We can add a movie. We can create a moving prototype too. And also we need to when we create moving prototype, we have to add camera sensors also, and also we need to use a machine learning algorithms too.
Okay. But you solve this problem because you want to sell the product. Huh?
Yes, yep.
How will you maintain the cost so that everyone can buy? So suppose I belongs to media family and I also want to serve my dog food. So and I also want to buy this product. How will you manage?
Okay. So basically, my prototype is that for suppose you are leaving for 6 to 8 hours, so your dog will be alone for suppose let's say that you are working and you won't be available for 8 hours in your home, and your dog would be alone for those 8 hours, and it obviously needs to provide it with the food. So during that time, this product easily helps to provide food for the pet even when you're not around it. So, but this is a fixed prototype, so we can make few advancements in this project too.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm done with your project. So just moving to the HTML and the front end part. Can you please tell me what is the full form of?
HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language.
Okay. What is basically mean by hypertext?
Text. I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, no problem. Can you please tell me difference between inline and block elements?
Inline elements occupy the required amount of space, whereas block elements occupy the whole space. A block element always starts in a new line. One of the main example is div element for the block element, and span is a inline element.
Good explanation. So, can you please tell me how many types of CSS are there?
Uh, there are three types of CSS: inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. Yes, sir.
Order the execution.
So first the inline CSS will be executed. Next the internal CSS. Last is the external. Last priority is the external CSS.
Can you
Yep.
please tell me what is the difference between like display none or visibility hidden? What is the difference both of them?
Display.
Display none and visibility hidden.
So basically we provide a condition for the display none. When the display has to be none, it won't be displayed. For suppose when I actually created a two-player game where there is a reset button and a new game button. So new game button will be only accessed when the game has been completed. So I mentioned this condition. Till then the display of this button will be none. Coming to visibility hidden, we can do it without any condition uh, to hide the.
What happens when we use the property visibility hidden?
So visibility hidden basically the line occupies the. The part occupies the space, but display none doesn't occupy that space.
Great. Can you please tell me the difference between double equal to and triple equal to?
Double equal to only compares the values, while triple equal to compares both the values and the type of the value. For suppose it is an integer or a string, it compares that too. Whereas double equal to does not compare the type of the variables. Like for suppose if we take x equal to phi and y equal to quoted phi, that is string phi. When we put double equal to, x and y will be equal, but when we put triple equal to, it will be false for triple equal to case.
Okay, so what is promises in JavaScript?
Promises are asynchronous functions. They are basically used to get information from the API using APIs. Like when we want to get information, we can send a request. The API sends a promise that we get the information or not. And it has three conditions: either the promise will be satisfied, or the promise will be pending, or the promise will be rejected. And promises take two variables. One is result and revoke, I think. I'm not sure.
Can you please tell me what is arrow functions in JavaScript?
Arrow functions are basically used to define a function. These belong to the newer version of the JavaScript, that is ES6.
For that, okay.
And there was no arrow function in the JavaScript.
So can you please tell me what is DOM?
DOM refers to document object model, and it's generally used to manipulate the HTML data in the JavaScript part.
Have you worked in the React.js?
Sorry?
Have you worked on React.js?
I just started React.js, basics of React.
Okay, one
Yes.
question, what is React?
React.js is a front-end library of JavaScript. Sorry, framework of JavaScript.
So you also said that you have worked on Django.
Yes, sir. I'm currently working on that. I'm currently learning and work. Yes, I mean basic. Yes.
Can you please tell me what is Django?
Django is a Python framework.
Why do we need Django?
Django is basically used for backend functionalities.
Okay, great. Coming to DBMS,
Okay.
what is joins in a DBMS?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me what is natural join?
Natural join or inner join basically joins two tables. Basically joins the matching part of the two tables.
What is left join?
Left join or left outermost join joins all the elements of the left table and the matching elements of the right table whenever there is a match in the tables.
Okay. So suppose we have okay, I'll just leave that option. Okay. So write a SQL query. Okay. To get the second largest salary from the employee table. Second largest salary from employee table.
So second largest
Write it in
comment. Okay. Let's see. From employee table, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this.
Are you sure?
No, sir.
So, okay, no problem. So, that means you don't have worked on 12. Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah, so can you please tell me what is a seed property?
Asset properties, A refers to atomicity. The asset properties are generally used in transactions. A refers to atomicity. It states that either a transaction completely happens or doesn't happen at all. C refers to consistency. The values in our transactions always remain consistent. For suppose there's A and B, the values of A and B before and after transaction will be the same. And I refers to isolation. Isolation, yeah. It states that the whenever multiple transactions are happening, these transactions does not intersect with each other. They remain separate from each other and does not intersect with each other values. And D refers to durability. So durability, I'm not sure.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
Okay, so can you please tell me what is virtual memory?
virtual memory. I'm not sure. Sir.
What is paging?
Paging. No, sir, no idea.
Problem. So can you in which language do you code?
Python. Sir. Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me what is a Python a object-oriented or a procedural program?
Python is object-oriented programming language.
So can you please tell me how a Python code, like how a Python file executes, like whole step?
Sorry, like
Can you please tell me how a Python file is compiled and and run?
uh, Python file follows a line-by-line execution.
And what are the steps?
What are, I didn't understand the questions.
When we run a Python file, how it works? It goes where? In which machine code or byte code, in which code it changes?
Not sure. Sir. I don't know.
You don't know how like Python file. Okay, no problem. So I have one question. I'm asking.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you have to find you have given basically an array.
Sorry, I have to find.
You have to find the kth largest element in it.
Okay,
So you can use online compiler and you can just share your screen.
okay, sir.
Then it is fine. Or otherwise you can like anywhere.
Okay. Is my screen visible, sir?
Abyssal.
So first, I'm defining a function. Take current. I'll take a random array.
Yeah.
So I need to find kth largest element, right? Okay. Alright. So first I need to sort the array, and then I can return the array of k per second kth largest, right? I'm just running. But suppose if I give value of k as 2, I need to get output as 45. Okay, here I didn't. Okay.
Right.
Ah,
Left. I wait.
basically, this is the board, sir.
Basic question, but you did so many compilation error, so you should not be doing this.
Okay. Yes, sir. Basically, I don't have a pen and paper with me, right? So I was just trying and error.
But once you have written your code, you just read it once. So it was just basic code. So can you please tell me what is the time complexity of this code?
Often, for the worst case scenario, as I've sorted the, I've used a sort function. It takes a O of n.
Of n, are you sure? Sorting takes O of n.
Okay, sir. N log n.
Yeah. Do you have any better approach than without?
Yes. And kth register one, right? Without using the sort.
Yeah.
Actually, I can find the maximum element and pop it. Next, I can again return the maximum element. Shall I write that?
Okay, you can write.
Okay, that won't work out for k, other values of k. Then I'll try another method. Uh, I can actually use a heap. Hello. I can use a priority queue. So in heap, actually we have nth largest function. And try without using it. So if you got heap is array. I'm not sure, sir. I forgot.
Okay, no problem. I'm done with your interview. So, do you have any questions
Okay.
to ask to me?
Not, no, sir.